What's going on, MWB? It's Nick Wright, and welcome to Nick Wright Bodybuilding. So for ab training, the key is to remember that abs are a muscle. Too many people try to take the thousands of sit-ups a day, every single day approach when it comes to training abs because they believe for whatever reason it's a muscle that can be trained like that. But you wouldn't train your biceps every single day, nor would you train your chest, legs, or back like that. And you certainly wouldn't go into the gym on, say, chest day, grab a barbell and just put it up for 1,000 quick reps and expect to see muscle growth and strength come from that. The key with abdominals is to treat them like every other muscle group. Split your training days up. Now obviously you're not using extensively heavy weight with abdominals, so you don't have to worry so much about overtraining them, maybe as much as you would a larger muscle group. So you can do them like 3 days a week, but the key is to focus on quality over quantity. I actually had a feature in a magazine one time back in my teens when I was competing on my abdominals. That one! At the time, I was only training them 1 to 2 times a week, and the training sessions were short, and I was going no higher than 25 reps per exercise. The key is to squeeze at the top of each rep and let down slowly on the negative, just like you would a bicep curl. Treat it no differently than any other muscle group. So if you're just starting off, remember guys, keep it simple, keep it basic. You don't need to buy a single abdominal routine ever. The basics work. Way too many companies try coming out with these alternative sit-ups now, these crazy fancy shaped tools and balls and seats you can use because it's better for your back or gets more range of motion than a regular sit-up. But the fact of the matter is, guys, I built my competitive abs off of sit-ups and crunches, and they work like a charm if you do them correctly. Focus on every single rep, squeezing and letting down on a slow negative. And focus on not just bringing your upper body up towards your knees, because there's a lot of other muscle groups that can come into play during that. Instead, focus on keeping your back, your mid-back stationary and literally just crunching your abdominals together. Bring your chest in towards your belly button with every single rep. You focus on that range of motion, keeping those abs nice and tight and getting a great stretch at the top, you're gonna see growth in your abs. Check this out. This is a full routine you can use if you're just starting off. Hit this maybe once a week. And I guarantee you, if you make sure every one of those reps are quality, you'll be feeling it by the end of this workout. Try this out. So when it comes to sit-ups, if you don't like doing them on the floor or you want to take it to another step, find a decline bench, preferably at your gym, and do them there. But don't worry about dropping your back all the way down to the bottom of the bench and trying to hoist it all the way back up. Because again, you're going to find a lot of your hip flexors and a lot of other supporting muscles come into play there, and you're going to take away from your abs. If you actually look at your abdominals during this motion, they're staying pretty much flat and straight the whole entire time. They're not getting a whole lot of contraction and stretch. They're not getting a range of motion. So instead, when you come down, keep your body almost parallel with the floor. Holding yourself up like that is going to put strain on your abs as it is. And then on top of that, it's going to allow you to keep your back nice and straight, and again, curl your chest in towards your belly button to get that full range of motion on the abs specifically. You can keep your hands up by your head like this if you'd like to for that extra strain, or simply start off with your hands right in front of you like boxing stance. I guarantee you're going to feel it so long as you keep that back parallel with the floor and crunch your abs inwards, chest to stomach. For leg raises, to target the lower abdominals, you want to make sure you're keeping your butt and lower back against the backrest. When you bring your legs up, keep your knees slightly bent inward and toes pointed outward. This is going to really target the lower abdominals and get that nice looking V that you want going on at the bottom of your stomach. If this is hard for you to do at first, start by bringing your knees up. Leave your feet hanging downward and just raise your knees up. As I bring my legs up, I will ever so slightly crunch my upper body in forward to get a full squeeze at the top and a nice stretch, a solid range of motion for my abdominals. It's so important when doing this exercise that you remember not to keep your upper back against the backrest. You want to bring it forward and crunch your abdominals in together like you would a regular crunch. Remember, when raising your legs up, drive your knees up towards the ceiling. Slow and controlled reps. If you don't have access to a leg raise set, Simply find a flat bench. Put your butt towards the edge of it, not in the dead center of it, because this is actually going to help disperse your weight so you stay balanced on the bench. Keep your feet up and crossed together. Keep your hands in the middle, again in that kangaroo boxing stance, just above your upper abdominal. Drop your legs, extend backwards. Get a nice stretch in the abs there. Crunch your chest inward towards your belly button. Raise your legs up in the air, knees towards your forehead. This is going to hit not only your upper abdominals, but your lower as well. This is a good substitute for the hanging leg raises. And it's actually going to target your entire abdominal a little bit better than the hanging leg raises will.